Right then, rooftops. Let's get this thing finished. Well, not finished yet, because we need to do the boss as well, which will have to be a separate video probably, because YouTube doesn't like anything over 10 minutes for some reason. Unless you pay. But, there we go. I don't think it's very fair that he just... I'm interested in finding out what he'll be hassling in the next level. I did have a little sneaky look in the teleport room at what the next level is, and there's some kind of a moon, so I'm assuming it's like a spooky, Halloweeny, vampires, ghosts, bats and stuff level. And then there's an Egypt level, which is fairly standard for a Disney game. Ice Cream Rage. But I'm intrigued to see who else's life is trying to destroy, because it's just... Not to be vulgar or anything, but he's been a bit of a dick, really. He's just kind of going around smashing people in the face for doing the job. Ice Cream Rage. That's 2 in very quick succession. That's quite odd. But just going around making people miserable, basically. I'm seriously considering the alcoholic option being the truth, just based on his behaviour, really. So this is what I was saying. I may or may not have said it before. I might have said it in a version that didn't get recorded properly, but this is what I mean about jumping. He kind of sticks his butt in the air, and the attacks are different as well, which I may or may not have mentioned, depending on which version. Oh, Donald, you joke. Seeing that one is much more friendly. Takes his hat off when he jumps. It's quite gentlemanly fisticuffs. Ice Cream Rage. Yes, I do have to say that every time. I'm rushing again. It's not conducive to a good playthrough, really. But see the difference? His butt goes in the air. It just flails wildly. There's nothing gentlemanly about him at that point after he's taken one hit, and the picture changes. He's a whole different man. I would say, what are they supposed to be, but I think that's the least of his worries at the moment. Get up there. Stopping people doing the jobs, just generally ruining people's days, really. But something I'm quite glad of, at least in this mission, is not being awful to a bird that's done nothing. At least in this, the boss fight in this is actually trying to kill him, so it's valid. Whereas it's not that man's fault that he lost control of what are they called, jackhammer. That's hardly his fault. But Donald seems intent on taking it out on him. And also, there's a lot of incompetence. That man's asleep on the job. We've passed about 20 of those guys. There's people wandering around with a ladder and paint, not a clue in their head of what they're supposed to be painting. Everybody who's using power tools hasn't got a clue how to use them properly. So I suppose on one level, Donald is doing the city a favour by stamping out incompetence. Although whether he's actually been hired by the city as a drunk to check up on everybody, perhaps. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's going to look for his girlfriend, and along the way sort out the miscreants. The roofs, but the last one was called Rooftops. Have we not done roofs? Have we not been doing roofs the whole time? And also, for a Disney game, incorrect grammar. It should be the roofs. But, again, there are much bigger problems. Unless it's that throughout this level he's trying to get to a certain building for whatever reason, but in that case why not just, I don't know if you picked up that interference, that was my phone going off. In that case why not just follow the path all the way to the place he needs to get to, rather than having to teleport back to, you clown, having to teleport back to the lab of Dr. Big Legs. Who knows? I do like this level. It's there's a little bit of a change to it, makes it a bit more challenging with the spinning platforms. I do like those. They make it a bit more of an effort. There's some timing, there's some standard platform game timing element to it that's been frankly lacking so far. It's been fairly standard. Jump up there, run forwards, be a drunk. I do have to say that the controls aren't the most responsive. Also, I do have to say as well, I'm not sure how it'll sound because I haven't got a clue how the video is gonna turn out until I watch it back. But the sound may be a little bit louder, at least. It might just be more awful. I'm not sure. Oh. Punched a man and he disappeared. Highly unorthodox. Oh. Oh. Extra life. Oh, is that a secret? It is, you know. Oh. So yes, ticking along nicely. I should be done fairly shortly, which is lucky because I'm down to my last minute or so. Oh, you. Yeah, that's right. Stand still. Come on. Oh, Donald Duck. Interference again. Oh. There's a high probability I'll have to cut this up again. Which is a shame. But we shall see. I think I will. We'll have a go. Anyway, back to the warp.